Welcome to the Gear Up Nevada College Knowledge video series. This video is going to explain the various types of college and career credentials and degrees. Now, at first you may wonder, what is a college or job training credential? Well, basically, it is a diploma, a degree, certificate, or other verifiable document that proves a student has completed a certain number of credits or training hours and achieved certain skills to have earned a diploma, degree, or certificate in a specific area of training or study. This is important because in the future, the majority of jobs will require some sort of additional training or education beyond high school. So, why should you get a college or job training credential? The number one reason students continue on an educational path after high school is to earn some sort of college credential or receive on-the-job training, which often results in a similar credential. With an earned credential, a person can expect to be prepared for certain job performance or to meet job hiring requirements. So basically, students continue their education to be prepared for a job or career after high school. There are programs for any job you can think of or may be interested in pursuing. First, let's talk about certificates. A certificate is an official document that verifies the training, aptitude, qualifications, and/or successful completion of a program of study. Many certificates are focused on particular job skills. Certificate programs are generally shorter, requiring a couple of months to up to a year or so to complete, depending on the program. Some examples of certificate programs would be for nursing assistant, bookkeeper, phlebotomist, or perhaps an entry-level welder. The first kind of degree you need to know about is an associate degree. Now here's where it gets a little tricky, but it is important to know the differences between the different types of associate degrees. Associate degrees are awarded by community colleges. These programs usually take 2 years or so to complete if attending college on a full-time basis. These programs are typically 60 college credits to earn, and there are two types of associate degrees: an associate of applied science or an associate of arts or an associate of science. If you want to earn an associate degree, it is important to understand the differences between these programs. An Associate of Applied Science is a degree program that focuses on entering the workforce after completion. These degrees generally focus more on a vocational or applied aspect rather than an academic aspect. Once you finish, you will be able to apply what you have learned to a new job. It is important to note, though, because of the applied focus of these programs, the courses or credits needed to complete these programs are usually not transferable to a bachelor's degree program unless it is a Bachelor of Applied Science. These credits generally do not transfer to a university, so if you think you will want to go for more advanced degrees, an applied degree may not be the best option. The Associate of Arts or Associate of Science. While the titles of these degrees may sound very similar, the Associate of Arts or the Associate of Science degrees are more academically focused, and often they are used as a method for students to transfer to a 4-year bachelor's degree program. The credits for these associate programs generally do transfer to a bachelor's program. The Associate of Arts generally has more of a humanities core of education, whereas the Associate of Science has more of a focus on science or math. Bachelor's degrees. When one thinks about going to college, probably the most common thought is going for a bachelor's degree. A bachelor's degree will usually take 4 to 6 years to complete if attending full-time. Programs are typically 120 credits, but fields such as engineering may require more. Like the associate degree, there are different types of bachelor's programs. One is the Bachelor of Applied Science, where the focus is more applied or focused on immediate employment. An Associate of Applied Science may be transferable to this type of degree program. The second and probably the most common bachelor's degrees are the Bachelor of Arts or the Bachelor of Science. These are more academically focused And like the associate degrees, the Bachelor of Arts is based in humanities, whereas the Bachelor of Science has more focus on math or science. There are also bachelor's degrees that are called name degrees. These are for specific programs of study. Some examples might be a Bachelor of Nursing or a Bachelor of Social Work. An example of a career that requires at least a bachelor's degree to get started in the field would be teaching. When you finish your bachelor's degree, that's it, right? You're done? Well, that depends. Some students want to continue their studies, and some jobs require more education. So if you keep going, here is what you will find. Graduate degrees. If you want to take your academic studies further, you can earn a master's degree or a doctorate degree. The master's degree usually takes an additional 2 to 3 years of study beyond the bachelor's degree level. These degrees are typically offered at four-year colleges or universities. Like the bachelor's degree, the master's degree can be a Master of Arts, Master of Science, or a name degree such as a Master of Business Administration or an MBA. Beyond the master's level, there are doctoral programs. If you want to be a college professor or a researcher, often these careers require a doctorate degree or a PhD. This stands for Doctor of Philosophy, and it is different from a medical doctor, but more on that in a second. These programs usually require 6 to 10 more years of study beyond the bachelor's degree level, and most often, the student specializes, studies, and researches in a more focused area within their chosen field of study. Professional degrees. Professional degrees are awarded for advanced level education in specific career fields, such as the Doctor of Medicine or MD degree for physicians, or the Juris Doctor or JD for attorneys. These degrees can take 3, 4, or more years of additional education beyond the bachelor's degree level, depending upon the specific field or specialized training. To study in these areas and earn these degrees, usually you must attend a specialized school, such as a medical school, law school, or dental school. Many of these types of schools we have here in Nevada. Questions? If you have any questions about the type of credential you will need for your chosen career or the college or program of study that would be best for you, there are many people available to help you. Reach out to your Gear Up First Year college advisors, the Gear Up specialist at your school, or your school counselor. You can also talk to a college recruiter to see if their institution has a program in the area in which you are interested in studying. Contact information for our Gear Up First Year college advisors is coming up.